Y'all listen. I feel ugly now in a way I don't remember. I still like who I am. I just don't recognize this part. You know, she is small and sad in every shade of blue. Her eyes are white and she feels like chalk. She's smudged like charcoal and her feet drag everywhere she walks. She speaks low and hardly ever, but she's there always. I feel like she's looking at me, wishing that I had the right words to say, and I don't. I can only look at her and want to cry. She is so small, so quaint. Though she feels like dust, she glows. And here I am in full color, her shadow. And she looks at me like I am the light. I tell her somehow we are in the same tunnel. I hug her because I know that she doesn't know what that feels like. And she swells in my hands to be the size of a small child. I don't remember the last time I'd seen her, but I knew that everything I had been doing was for her. If I could, I would sit down and tell her all of the wonderful things that would happen. But she's broken, and she's in need of solutions she doesn't know won't work. She expects words where words aren't always fulfilling, and she wants to see it though it may be an act. She wants a show. And here I am, no gimmicks, no props, no masks, no lies, no words, nothing but myself. And I can see her get frustrated. She looks like I would look if I wanted to go off. She doesn't understand. She doesn't understand, and it angers her into a silence that won't even allow tears. An anger that pierces with the eyes. She is shaking, as if she's trying to get the texture of her skin to mark the floor. She's hardly blue anymore, just white. She's hot to the touch, and I just stare at her. She is so, so incredibly broken. She is so lost at how I could possibly be the answer, as is. I don't have any bells or whistles. She expected the tunnel that we're in to end with me. I would be the light that she would witness, that would open her mind to how her hurt and her pain and everything that she had been through was worth it. And even I know it wasn't. I know that me and her could have had so much more with so much less pain. We suffered. And here I am, her gift, her answer, the thing that she had been seeking since she first became small. And I'm still suffering. I feel, even now, as if the room had turned red. I see her so angry, so disappointed. Despite our best efforts, despite the entirety of her pain and her suffering, she sees herself in me. No better words. And here I am, struck, hurt even, that somehow I haven't got the answers that we wanted. When I came here, I thought my presence would explain enough, that my presence was a miracle in and of itself. We had survived and managed to even live a little bit in the process, but she was still so mad, shaking. She was so tight with rage and confusion that she could barely see straight. My hands were on fire holding her. She had yet to cry. She had yet to breathe. I feel so flustered. I'm not sure what she even wants from me. But I know that she needs to breathe. I look at her in all her anger, rejection, and rage. And I take in her disappointment. And I feel her shame in my empty-handedness. I feel the tears falling to my toes. I'm not sure whose they are. And I simply hug her. My skin burns as I hold her close. She feels like a cloud, dissipating. For a second, it's like she wasn't even here. I feel her melt away, and she feels wet, like sand by the ocean, falling through my hands. In the beginning, I heard a scream, but it faded. I felt her squirming and crying. She shook and she jerked her body every direction. She had no idea. And how could she? Eventually, she fell flat. In all her emotions, she sank so deep into me, I felt my bones dent. Her tears fell so silently. It felt like no sound had ever existed. I knew she was screaming. She was wailing. I knew she was crying. But even I heard none of it. I just knew it was there. My eyes had been closed. I didn't want to see this. To witness a pain like experiencing love, never before had. It's a sight that burns images into the brain. It can bring about feelings of shame and disgust at how you didn't know that life had these things to offer you.